What do you mean I need to write a 5 paragraph essay? I don't know how to write an essay, let alone 5 paragraphs. How am I going to do this? Today, I'm going to show you how to organize your ideas into 5 paragraph essays. In order for me to do this, I'm going to write a 5 paragraph essay in less than 15 minutes. Are you ready? What is up with teachers making me write 5 paragraph essays? I hate writing. You shouldn't need to write in an English class anyway. I already speak English. I hear these responses on a daily basis. Whatever your reason is for not wanting to do a 5 paragraph essay, the most likely reality is that you're going to have to do many of them before you graduate either high school or college. But the truth is, they're super easy. I can show you the basics of how to do one in this short YouTube video. But first, let's set some goals. Why are 5 paragraph essays important? What is the list method and how can it help me write my essay? So let's start with a 5 paragraph essay and why it's important. Besides getting grades, it is a great way for organizing your thoughts. This organization allows others to understand what you are trying to point out. It also makes my job easier when I try to grade your papers because I already know what I should be looking for and where it should be. 5 paragraph essays is an easy way to segue into a more complex essay structure. And this is a firm foundation that I can show you how to build on as we do more and more lessons. Now, I think the best way to demonstrate a 5 paragraph essay is to simplify it as much as I can. I'm going to demonstrate a super simple method called the list method. And you can apply this in whatever complex concept that you need to write about. I heard about the list method a long time ago and I never used it. But I went to a teachers conference last year and I had someone demonstrate to me how easy it can really be and how I can help my students with it. I have adopted this list method ever since then. You can either write this out on paper or on some kind of electronic Word document at first, whichever is easier for you. But personally, I find it faster and easier to do it on the computer. Now, I'm going to simplify this process by using the most simple thing that I can think of. The best color in the world is green. Super simple, right? The goal of my essay is to convince you that green is the best color in the entire world. This makes it an argumentative essay. Each year I have my students write 4 different types of essays, and argumentative is usually one of them. So first things first, I want you to list out everything you know about your topic. My topic is about things that are green, so I will list out everything that is green. Trees, leaves, broccoli is green, Yoda is green, lightsabers, yeah, those are green, some of them. Powerpuff Girls, ooh, that's green. Green beans, lettuce, cabbage, spinach, grass is green, boogers are green, turtles are green, frogs, and those big old green worms. Okay, now that we listed out everything, I want you to categorize your list into 3 groups. Think about what groups you can make out of your list. So far I see a bunch of food, there's a few animals, and I see a couple TV characters. So those are going to be my 3 groups. Group 1 is food, Group 2 is animals, and Group 3, TV characters. Let's start to put your list into different groups. Sometimes something on your list fits into 2 categories. That's perfectly fine. I'll show you something that you can do with it to make your essay even better. Sometimes you will also have things that don't fit into any of those groups. This is also fine because not everything on your list is going to be in your essay. Just throw them out. It really doesn't matter. So, Group 1 is food. Things that could go under food are broccoli, green beans, lettuce, cabbage, spinach, and boogers. Ew. Okay, now delete them from your list. Group 2, animals. The animals are frogs, turtles, worms. Okay, delete those off of your list now. Group 3, TV characters. We have Yoda and Powerpuff Girls. Delete them off your list. Now you have 3 groups of ideas. This is perfect for a 5-paragraph essay. I know that there are 5 paragraphs in a 5-paragraph essay, but watch. So there is paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and paragraph 5. The first paragraph always tells the reader what the whole essay is about. This is called the thesis paragraph. The very first sentence of this thesis paragraph is called the thesis sentence. Gee, I wonder how they came up with that. So, paragraph 1, thesis. The next 3 paragraphs are called body paragraphs. These body paragraphs show us evidence that support your thesis. But what is our evidence? Well, I'm glad you asked. Our evidence is the different groups that we just made. So, paragraph 2, the first group is food. Paragraph 3, the next group is animals. Paragraph 4, the last group, which is TV characters. Ooh, ah, it's fine. Hold your oohs and ahs until the end of the lesson. The 5th paragraph is called the conclusion paragraph. It brings everything together at the end. So, paragraph 5, conclusion. Now that we know what each paragraph is supposed to be about, let's start writing this essay. My 15 minutes are ticking. Thesis is a fancy name for whatever it is you're trying to prove in the essay. Are you trying to argue your point, prove something, describe something, whatever? Today we are trying to argue that green is the best color. So my thesis sentence is, green is the best color in the world. Green is the best color in the world is what my entire essay is about. My next few sentences are going to summarize what evidence I will present in the next 3 paragraphs. Luckily for us, we already summarized what these are about with the names that we created for each group. Now, just turn them into sentences. The best food in the world is green. Green animals are way cooler than any other animal. And green TV characters can kick any other character's butt. So the last sentence in the thesis paragraph is kind of a summary of your conclusion, or what you found out when making this essay. So your conclusion is, all these things make green way better than any other color. Holy cow. I just made 5 sentences right there. And my teacher always says the paragraphs are 5 sentences. Well, I'm about to blow your mind. Because a paragraph does not need to be 5 sentences. Or 3, or whatever number your teacher has thrown at you through the years. A paragraph can be however many sentences that you want. But it needs to make sense. So teachers do this because you are developing your skills in writing. And most people can't handle that much freedom. Students either freak out that they don't understand what they need to do, or be smartasses and write one word and call it a paragraph. Or they don't show that they have mastered their content. Because of this, in my class, a paragraph is at least 5 sentences. Deal with it. At least I didn't lie to you. Now we're on our body paragraphs. At the beginning of every paragraph, you summarize what the paragraph is about. Our first body paragraph is about food. So, my first sentence would be, green food is the best food in the world. Now I've set up my paragraph with its first sentence. I now start talking about all the evidence. And my evidence is everything that I put into group 1. So, broccoli is the best when you put butter on it. Green beans are easy to grow. Lettuce is good for you. Boogers taste the best. I'm going to show you what you can do with the last sentence of each of your body paragraphs. This is kind of an advanced technique, but it makes your essay flow way better, and your teacher will be very impressed. You always talk about the next paragraph in the last sentence. Watch, I'll show you. All green food is amazing. You can even eat green animals. Whoa, look at that. I knew that this paragraph was about food, and my next paragraph was about animals. So I related two in one sentence. Now the reader is ready for your next paragraph. Like we did in our first body paragraph, summarize what the paragraph is about. Green animals are way better than any other animal. Now start talking about everything you put in the list. Frogs can jump so high. I like to scare my little sister with worms. Turtles live in the sewer and eat pizza. Now that you have your evidence, end the paragraph by getting everyone ready for the next paragraph, like we did before. Turtles are also great TV characters. You now have your audience ready for the next paragraph about TV characters. Now, start your third body paragraph with a summary of what it's about. The best TV shows are the ones that have green characters. Now, show everything in the list. Yoda is an amazing teacher. Powerpuff Girls can kick anyone's butt. So, your last paragraph doesn't really have another group to get your audience ready for it, but what we can do is try to get them ready for the conclusion. So what I would say would be, this makes green an amazing color. Because this is basically what your essay is about, and that is the conclusion that you're about to write. Now let's do the conclusion. Your conclusion is basically what we just talked about in the thesis paragraph, but kind of flip it upside down. Make sure to not use the same words as your conclusion, because your first sentence summarizes all your evidence. Green is the best because green food, green animals, and green TV characters are amazing. You can now summarize each piece of evidence next. Green food is the best for you. Green animals are way better than any other animal. Green TV characters are way stronger than any other character. Now you say your thesis, but using different words. Green is the best color in the world would be using the same words, so let's change it up. All of this proves that green is the best. So your last sentence is what I call the mic drop. It's supposed to leave your audience thinking. For example, if you research something, you can recommend the next thing for them to research because you didn't have enough time to do it. Or you can make a statement about your essay that makes you think a minute and realize something. For example, we cannot live if there wasn't any green in the world. Boom, mic drop. You are now thinking whether or not you can live in a world without any green. That's it. We did it. We wrote a 5-paragraph essay, A+. Now, just correct the spelling and grammar when you edit it and get it ready to turn in. This is the basics of how to write an essay. I'll show you how to make it more complicated with subcategories and all sorts of other cool stuff later. But for now, let's review. A 5-paragraph essay is good for organizing your thoughts. This organization allows others to understand what you are trying to point out. A 5-paragraph essay is an easy way to segue into a more complex essay structure. This is a firm foundation that I can show you how to build on as we do more lessons. The list method is an easy strategy to write 5-paragraph essays. It can be used in more complex essays as well. First, you write what your essay is about. Then you list everything that you know about the topic. Then you can organize it into 3 groups that help you write your paragraphs. Sweet, you just did it. Now, try it on that more complicated essay that you need to write. You can thank me about this later. But for now, me, Yoda, and those Ninja Turtles are going to go eat some broccoli and boogers. So, once again, thanks for letting me teach you, and I'll see you next time.